Welcome back to Dungeon Legends. We've got our knight, we've got our miner, and we're trying to put fires out. I think we're off to a relatively okay start. Shouldn't have said that. Alright, we're starting off with the knight. His cards in hand are, he's got one sword, he's got his grappling hook, and a shield, and a movement, and his special card that he got for taking out that enemy last time. And he's in front of another enemy, but he does not have a lot of attack. He could use his extra attack on his special board, but I kind of don't want to waste that right now. So the first thing he will do is he will actually play this card, and he has 2 dust. Oh, hang on, 3. Oh, he's got 4 dust and a movement. Okay, so he'll play this, he'll power it with a dust. So he is going from 2 dust, he has 1 left, which means he can heal himself 2 wounds, and he can heal somebody else 1, or he can heal himself 3. So I think he's going to heal himself 2, and he'll heal the miner 1. Yes, he was pretty beaten up, so he'll heal himself 2, and there's his full bucket of water, and he'll heal the miner 1. And he will heal the miner back to full for 1. And I forgot to pull out one of the extra special cards for last time, so the next one in line will be this one here, Gauntlet. So there we go. Just remember that now. As I was looking, we should have 3 cards out there. They should be here, but I don't like them sideways, so I put them in my card holders. Alright, let's see what else we're going to do for the knight. Alright, well, the knight has a full bucket of water. So when you're at this location with the conflagration, the fire, he's going to use his bucket of water. He's going to dump the water onto the fire, which puts one of them out. We have 7 here because this is the normal. Whoops. They're sticking together. I don't know why. 7 here. This is normal. So we've gotten rid of 1. As a reward, he can either take a fairy, or he can take a fairy, or he can take a card. I think he's going to take this card right here, which is the gauntlet that just showed up. So you can power it with a dust to do this, or just gives him 1 basic either movement, defense, or attack. Alright, that goes on top of his deck. To remember that, when you gain a card, it goes to the top of your deck. And he has a bunch of stuff left to. Oh, and we have to replace it. So the card that gets replaced with is, looks like a wrist, crossbow bolt wrist action thing. Okay, can't think of the name of it right now. Crossbow on wrist crossbow. Okay, he has, I think he only has 2 dust, so he's going to take both of these cards and use them for the dust. So that's going to give him a total of 3. And the reason he wants 3, then he's going to use the 1 movement. He will move here with his 1 movement. And then with his 3 dust, he has a total of 3 dust. He will then fill up his bucket once more. So now he has no dust, a full bucket. He has a sword left, but he can't attack anyone. There was no point in attacking this one anyway, because it negates your first sword attack anyhow. And that's it for the knight's turn. So we discard his cards, and then we're going to be drawing an event/monster card, and we end up getting, God, another event. I did shuffle this thing quite a lot. Okay, Reaver. Put a Reaver on the monster closest to the castle. If no monsters, then on space 6. Okay, so what is a Reaver? A Reaver is just one of these little protecting guys. They have 1 health. They don't do any retaliatory damage. But, of course, if you attack the enemy here with the Reaver on him, the enemy will give you a bite. So now there's basically, he has 4 health instead of 3. Alright, so you're going to drop his next hand. So he's got 2 cards, of course, the one he just got. Shuffle his discard pile. And, yeah, you've got 1 of the fires put out. So that's a good thing. And 3 more cards. He has 1, and 2, and 3. Alright, so his hand for next turn will be as such. Alright, we'll worry about that on his next turn. Up next, we have the miner. Alright, the miner's hand. How much movement does she have? She's got, well, she actually has 3 movement, and you know what, for 2 movement, she's going to spend her 2 movement right now to go 1, 2. She is also now at the spot with the conflagration, the fire, and she also has a full bucket of water, so she'll dump her bucket of water on there, putting out another fire. And that's how we win this scenario. So she can either get a fairy, or she can get a card. And I wonder, she almost wants to get this fairy to give her 3 dust, which she can use right away. Or does she want a card? Oh dear. You know what? I think she's going to grab a card. She's going to grab the ring card. So it's either just gaining 1 card or drawing 2 cards if you spend a dust. So she'll do that. That goes on top of her deck, which of course she doesn't have right now, but that's going to be the first card she draws. And what she has left now is a movement, and she can get herself a couple of dust. And I think, yeah, okay, this is going to work out perfectly. So for her 1 movement, she's going to move over here with the knight to the ancient fountain, and then she's going to gain herself 2 more dust, giving her a total of 3 dust, and then she will spend all 3 dust, leaving her none to fill up her bucket. So there we go. And just like that, they both have full buckets of water again, because the name of this scenario is to put out the flames. So drawing up her next. Oh, hang on, we got to do one of these monster cards. So at the end of her turn, I swear I have absolutely shuffled that. But anyway, mud. Roll the die and put the mud token permanently on that numbered space of the hero path. Entering the mud space costs an extra boot movement. So sloshing water everywhere, we're making the place muddy. So 1 location is going to get a double movement penalty on it, and that will be location 1, which is perfect because we don't really care. So location 1 is muddy, way down the track. We're probably not even going to go there. That's the Master of Traps. Okay, and the miner will be drawing up her next hand. Of course, she gets her bonus card. And let's see what else she gets. 4 more cards. And 2, 3, 4. Not a super complicated game. A little puzzly. Alright, so for hand for next time, she's got a couple of movements. Ooh, she does not have much of that. But she does draw a couple of cards, but she can get 1 dust and then draw 2 cards by using the dust. 3 movement. We'll figure it out on her next turn. Up next, once again, the knight. And I'm making the game look so easy. I did do a couple of plays of this and got annihilated. And it just depends on where the cards lay out and how these cards come out. So far we've been extremely lucky, and now I should have said that. Alright, it is the knight's turn. The knight has 3 swords, a shield, a heal, a movement. I mean, he could heal. I think I want him to... He's got a full bucket of water. So, do we want to use a move? And we're going to use... he has no dust. I mean, he can spend this for a dust. Does he want to spend that for a dust? But then I kind of want... Yeah, we're going to spend that. He's going to go from 0 dust to 1. Then he is going to use this for 1 movement. He will move here to here. And then, before he plays anything else, he will take his full bucket of water, dump it on the flames, getting rid of 1 more. And he can either get a fairy, or he can get a card. I think this time he's going to grab a fairy. He's going to grab this one. He's grabbing this fairy, and he'll spend it immediately. And they're a 1-shot, so that's going to give him 3 dust. Just like that. So yeah, he'll spend that fairy right away, so it gets discarded. And then he's at his maximum dust of 4 now. And then he'll spend 1 of his 4 dust for this card. And now I got to decide if he wants a sword and a boot, a sword and a shield, or a boot and a shield. And I think he might as well... is he going to go boot? You know what? He's going to go sword. Yeah, he's going to go sword and a boot. So that'll be 2 swords and then 1 shield. Does that make any sense? Sword and a boot. Yeah, he's going to go sword and boot. So he'll have a total of 1, 2. You know what? He could take a wound to do some more damage. No, he's just going to go. He's going to go use 2 swords and 1 shield, and he still has a movement. So the 2 swords, one of them's negated here. We'll get 1 damage going through. We'll get rid of this guy. So he's still, and he's going to take 1 damage back from the teeth marks, but he has a shield, so he doesn't take anything. He has 1 movement remaining, and now that he's got a whole bunch of dust back, he's going to move back to the Ancient Fountain. He'll spend all the 3 dust that basically got from the fairy, and he'll fill up his bucket again. Just like that. And that's the end of his turn. Alright, are we going to get any monsters, or are we going to get another event? Ooh, we get the Fire Elemental. Ooh, this guy is brutal. So we got a lot of events. Now the Fire Elemental comes out. He's got 7 health. This here means even if you hit him with ranged or melee, he's going to do you 1 damage back. You can't avoid it. And if you do a melee attack, he'll do an undefendable damage to you, plus another one that you can defend against. This one, of course, has no effect if you're doing ranged. Now, if you wipe this guy off the map, you get to remove a fire token from anywhere on the board. Alright, he shows up at location 1 where the mud is. Currently, we're not looking too bad. Alright, 5 new cards for our knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see what we have here. So he's got his healing special card. He's got some movement, a couple of dust. Yeah, that'll be for next episode, because last for today, we're going to go back to our miner, have her take the turn. Oh, and I should have replaced the fairy when he took it, so another one. Basically, what this means is our heroes can swap places with that one. Okay, last up for today will be our miner once again. Alright, the miner's last turn. She has a full bucket of water, and she's got a couple of movements. Dust. She has no dust at all. So yeah, we're going to pull this stunt. We're going to play her dust card to give her 1 dust, and then she's going to play this card powered up with the 1 dust, which she'll then spend to draw 2 cards. So she draws a card with a dust, and she draws a boot and a shield. Okay, net effect was not great. Alright, well, she's got lots of movement this time. Only 1 sword, which is going to do her nothing against that particular enemy. I don't think we want to move her all the way over there. So she'll just go ahead, gain 1 dust. So she has 1. And the sword is unfortunately not really going to do anything for her. But she has 3... Actually, she's got 3 movements. And she can... You know what? She can spend her special ability. I think she's going to spend her special ability right now, so hang on. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, and I forgot to... I keep forgetting to replace these cards. The next one is either side. You get 1 sword and you get a ranged attack on either side, or 2 swords and 1 ranged attack on either side. Wow, that is a pretty powerful thing. I think what we want to do... is go ahead and have her do 1 movement to here. So she'll use her just straight up 1 movement card. She has a full bucket of water, which she will dump onto the fire, getting rid of another one. As soon as we get rid of all fire, we win the game. There's 3 left on there, so we're doing pretty good. And when she goes ahead and defeats the fire, she can either get a card, or she can get 1 of the fairies. And I think she's going to go ahead and get... What is she going to get? I think she's going to get a card. I think she's going to get this one. This is really powerful. Once we start getting a lot more enemies out, which we probably will have happening soon, that goes on top of her deck, which becomes important right now because... what was I thinking? Not much. We've already drawn our cards. She's got 2 movement remaining. Oh, and yes, so now we're going to go and she's going to start using her special abilities. Alright, trying to puzzle out when to use all these. So she's going to use her first of her special abilities, which is draw 2 cards. So she gets this, of course, and she gets another sword. Now she can go ahead and get 3 dust. You know what? She's going to do that. She's going to do her... And you can do that. You can use them all. You just have to use them from left to right. So she's going to gain 3 more dust. So for a total of 4. Alright, and back to the board. She still has lots of stuff she can do. Alright, back to the board. So now her hand looks like this. She's got 4 dust. So she could use... You know what? She's going to go ahead. She could probably take this guy down, right? She's going to go ahead and use one of her 4 dust to power up this card. It means she gets 2 swords and then on either side for ranged 1. But there's nobody there. But it doesn't matter. That's going to give her 2 swords. She's going to have... Oh, she only has 3 swords. Well, that's okay. She's got 3 swords. Yes, this will work. She's going to use... So 3 swords and 1 shield. 3 swords and 1 shield. This guy blocks one of your swords. So he will take 2 damage. But she will block the damage coming back to her with her shield, and her final action will be to move 1 space. She's going to move, oh, she's moving back here to the ancient fountain, and then she'll spend all of her 3 dust that she has to fill up her bucket. I'm making this look so easy. Trust me, it's just, I've been getting, I guess, very lucky this turn. All right, well, that's her playing all of her cards, so that's it, and she's going to draw one of the monsters. Is it going to be a monster? It's another... I don't believe these events. Okay. The lights are going out. Roll the die and place the darkness token on the indicated chapter location. Its action cannot be used. Spend 3 dust to remove the darkness token, because this darkness token actually has 3 dust on it. Alright, we're going to be rolling the dice. Let's hope we get a 1 again, and we don't care. We get a 2, which is actually another spot we don't really want to bother getting to. So lucky. You can see how swingy this game can be. Alright, that's it. Now she's going to drop her 5 cards. So she's got 3. She's got a healing. She can give a dust to somebody. And then we'll shuffle her discard to make a new draw deck and get 2 more cards. She's completely out of dust now. So 2 more cards. She's going to get a dust and another attack. And that will be her hand for the next episode. Alright, that's going to end us off for today. So this is Dungeon Legends. We're doing the first campaign mission, or 1 of 5. There's a continuous story, I guess, from mission 1 to 5, but you can play any mission in any order you like. We currently have 3 fire left to go. Yeah, and everything over here is bad. We got a muddy spot. We have darkness, so we can't use the ballista until we get rid of the darkness, but I'm not too concerned about it. I think we're doing okay. So thanks so much for watching along. I hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation Dungeon Legends. We're playing with the Knight, the Miner. They both have 0 dust right now, so we might want to start using movement to fill up the bucket. We got very, very lucky on the card placement. I mean, this could have been way over here. The config, like, it could have been very bad. It's random, so there you go. Thanks so much, and hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation. And I continuously forget to replace this card, so right at the end here, we get another bomb showing up. Alright, that's it. Hope to see you tomorrow. Continuation of Dungeon Legends. The first scenario, fire. But of course, a correction here at the end of the episode. I inadvertently put one of the miner's swords in the played pile during her turn. She actually had an extra sword. She would have been able to defeat this guy completely. Instead of putting 2 wounds on him, she would have had 4 swords instead of 3. He blocks one of them. So she actually did defeat this guy. That's going to give her 1 dust, so that's an easy correction. She just gets a dust. It's also going to give her a card that she can pick. And she would have picked this one, which would have been on top of her deck. So this guy gives her either a sword shield or a sword shield and move anywhere if you power it. So that would have been the first card drawn. The other 3 cards that were in her deck were these 3. And then the top card of her shuffle discard pile was this one. So this will be her hand for next turn. There we go, I caught it. Yeah, I don't know why I was looking at the footage and I actually put one of the swords over into her played pile, but she didn't even play it. So we have cleared all the monsters out except this one. Alright, hope I caught everything. Hope you'll join me tomorrow. Continuation Dungeon Legends. They're doing the first scenario, fire.